Yo, what's going on, and welcome back to another Genshin Impact video. And today we're going to keep talking about what I am farming between 40 and 45. Now, last time we talked about talent books because talent books tend to have a similar value no matter what level you are. You can always get pretty close to the same amount of talent books. It'll get a little bit better as you level up, but like some places like a weapon forge can have dramatic increases where the rates are way better if you're just one section up, where you can get just way more rewards than you can with talent books. Now, once you've made all your meaningful upgrades like weapons, with your bosses getting ascensions, another thing that I just like to farm is artifacts. Now everyone is gonna love their artifacts, and I like to spend some of my daily resin on artifacts, specifically this artifact place, because it could be very valuable. Let's go ahead and look at the drops again. Could be very valuable for me in the future with any healers that I get. Especially this is going to be good for Barbara, as I'm going to have to build a second healer up soon. So I'm definitely looking at trying to get some drops for healers that I'll eventually use, maybe not right away. But I'm also looking for this set because my wind characters are really going to want this set. So I'm kind of double dipping and getting pieces for my healer that I'll probably use in the future, and then getting pieces for my wind characters. But the main thing that I'm getting from this is just a whole bunch of artifact fodder. Now, when I go into these, I'm not necessarily expecting an upgrade in artifacts, but an upgrade would be nice. I'm putting out the chance that I could get a good artifact while combining that with getting a whole bunch of artifact fodder, because obviously my characters aren't completely fully geared yet. Some of their artifacts are lacking some levels. Some of the artifacts I haven't even switched over to a better artifact yet because I don't have enough artifacts to actually level them. So this is a great place to get that fodder and start saving up for the leveling of artifacts that you're gonna need to do quite soon anyways. And most of these dungeons are fairly simple. Venti can trivialize some of these as well, just by sucking everyone up with his ultimate here. He tends to be really effective, especially on dungeons like this where no one's immune to the actual CC effect. And we can see even as the bosses come out, these bosses are actually both vulnerable to being swirled into this tornado. And then once they're there, Klee can just lay down massive amounts of damage to them and set myself up for another ultimate pretty soon. Klee can take quite a bit of damage here because she's a fairly low defense character. Okay, I guess Venti took that damage, even though I figured I'd be out of range. But we always have Noelle. Noelle pretty much can't lose here. So I feel okay about taking a little bit of damage, because once Noelle comes out, it's pretty much like a win. Alright, you hurt. Could you not? Thank you. So now we'll just go with Noelle. She does lots of damage. Now the modifier of this place is... How did you knock me over? The modifier is bonus physical damage. So you will definitely benefit from doing physical attacks. As you can see right now, I'm doing geo attacks, so they're doing less than my auto attack. But by using that geo, I'm getting guaranteed heals for the rest of my party. So I like to still use my ultimate. Oh gosh. Yeah, but I still like to use my ultimate on Noelle just for the healing. We're gonna hope that I don't die from whatever's stuck in my throat at the moment. But we'll make it through. And you can see a lot of these dungeons fairly easy. And if you make use of the bonus, which is physical damage, it'll go even faster for you, but I don't really bother. Just because my team doesn't take advantage of physical damage at all. Because you can see I have a tome user or a catalyst user as my primary. Can you please die before that comes out? No? Okay, well, that's unfortunate. But yeah, I have a catalyst user as my main damage, and then I have a support, like Win CC character as my secondary. So it's a little bit difficult for me to actually use physical damage. Pretty much the only one who does any physical damage is Noelle, and that's only when her ultimate's not going. And it's not that much because she has a lot more defense. But once we get done with that, we'll go ahead and see all the artifacts that we get. Now, sometimes level 4 or 4-star artifacts can be useful, and I'm already liking what I see in there. I think you see it too. So we want to pick up, we get like 3. Usually you get, looks like we got 4. I think 4 is probably average for the blue artifacts. So that's a lot of XP right there for your main artifacts. And then we got 2 purples, and I think the yellow one here is a bonus. So usually you'll get about 6 artifacts, 4 blues, 2 purples. But then today we got a yellow one, which is like 1 in every 3 runs you'll get a yellow one. And once we leave, we can actually check because that yellow one might be good. If you know what I mean. Venti is definitely going to appreciate that because I already have a second artifact for him from that set after exploring through here a few times. And I haven't gotten to use that artifact yet. Oh, this is a good one. Look at that. We got crit rate, crit damage. We could do without the defense, and hopefully we're hoping for elemental recharge or elemental mastery for the last one, or attack percent or flat attack. All of those are acceptable stats. We could do without the defense here, but I think just the fact that it has 2 really good stats and it's a 5-star artifact is going to make it a really good start for me switching Venti over to this new set. So you can see sometimes you can get lucky by farming these artifacts, and then we can look at all of the artifacts that I've gotten just over farming, because I was just straight out of blue artifacts a day or 2 ago when I was leveling stuff up, and just after doing some runs we already have a good collection of blues again. And if we check these purples more thoroughly, then we can probably use the purples as XP as well. But that is something that I would recommend, just farming passively while you're using your resin on your way to 45. Getting the artifacts not only gives you a chance to get a cool upgrade like this nice feather that we got here, but it also gives you a whole bunch of fodder to actually level all those artifacts, because you probably are running out of materials to actually level them, and that's where a lot of your power is going to come from once you've actually gotten the characters maxed out with their weapons and all that. But either way, hopefully you enjoyed this one, hopefully you found it useful, and I will see you next time.